Good morning, everyone. Hi. Welcome to San Diego Humane Society. My name is Stacy, and I am our humane educator here at San Diego Humane Society. And I'm really excited to have you joining us today. And we're going to be taking a look at our San Diego campus adoption center. So, our adoption center is full of all these animals who are waiting for a family and waiting to be chosen to go home. And I'm really excited for you to meet some of them. So, if you have never heard of an animal shelter before, an animal shelter is a place in our community that helps animals. And today we're going to be talking about the kinds of pets that we help. So, if you have a pet at home, I want you to think about them in your head, and you can think about the different kinds of pets that you might have. And we'll see if we have that kind of pet here at our shelter today. So, if you have a pet, you can think about maybe where you got them. And when you come to get a pet next time, we hope you come to the shelter. So, I'm going to be turning my camera around and showing you what we have over here. And if you have any questions during the presentation from your class, you can type them into the chat. I also have Miss Laura with us today, so she'll be fielding those questions for us and asking those to me. So be sure to add that in there, and you can tell me what school you are joining us from and in the chat if you'd like to. And I think we have some third graders with us today. And if we have some other students, please let us know. So welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm going to turn our camera around and you are going to get to see what I am seeing. So this is our San Diego campus, and it is a big, beautiful campus. So we're going to go inside to our adoption building, and we'll start right over here. So an animal shelter is a place that helps animals. So we are here in your community to help animals who need our help. And that might be an animal who is lost or stray. So an animal that maybe you see in your neighborhood who isn't with a person. And so they can come to our animal shelter to be safe and maybe wait for their family to come find them, or maybe they are going to be here and find a new family and come up for adoption. We also take animals who from people who maybe can't care for them anymore. So we're going to see all those kinds today. So you can see here, this is our beautiful adoption building with lots and lots of different colors, and it's really pretty. And we have our meow meow section, so you can guess what kind of animal you're going to see in there. We have our woof woof section, and you can guess what's back there. And then we're going to start over here with our squeak squeak section. And you can see right there, it says small animal adoptions. So all of these different areas house different animals. So just like when you have a pet at home, you have to provide them everything they need, right? So if you have a small pet, you might put them in a cage and you're going to give them all the things that they need to be happy, healthy, and safe. So that's our job at the shelter too, is to make sure that every animal we have feels healthy, happy, and safe. And so right here, you can see our guinea pig friend. This is Ginny. And over here, she has her friend, Monica. So you can see they both look pretty happy right now, right? They're taking a little nap and they are feeling safe in their hide houses. And I'm sure you notice right up front that there's some little pieces of poop, right? So our guinea pig friend, so that's part of having a pet too, right? Is that big responsibility of making sure that they have a clean habitat. But our guinea pig friends, they had to do their morning potty. And then we have some other habitats here that look a little different. So you can see these habitats are full of all this bedding that you can see how deep it is right here, all this bedding here. And then there's some exercise wheels. Does anybody, I see, ooh, even some sand over there for a bath. Maybe you can guess and you can put it into the chat what kind of animal, what kind of small pet you might think might live in this kind of habitat. So it looks a little different. So I'm going to give you a little time to guess and see if you can think what might live here, because it's not a guinea pig. It has lots and lots of bedding so that they can burrow or dig. These kinds of animals like to hide their food. And I saw one just peek out, and I should have gone a little faster to see if we can get him. So maybe he'll come back out in a second. But what I'd love to show you here too is look at all this fun stuff that the animal has. So just like if you go to the school playground and you're going to get your exercise, right? Just like the exercise wheel. Or you might go into a little house and play. Oh, I see some movement over here. I'm really hoping he'll come out again for us and see if he wants to come. So, oh, do you see that little nose peeking out? There he is. So we have a little hamster friend there who's coming out of his little house. So he has that little house so he can feel nice and safe. And now he's coming out to say good morning to us. Oh, and showing off with some tricks. So he's hiding and climbing around. So hamsters really, really like to have all this bedding because they like to dig or burrow. So they go in there and they dig under there. And sometimes they even keep their food under there. So they'll hide their food and save it for later. And so he's a pretty cutie right there. So this one is called Pencil. He has a little name just like your school supply, Pencil. So Pencil is a hamster and he is waiting for a home here at the shelter. But you can see that while he waits, he has a beautiful habitat. And this is something that you would want to do if you got a hamster. You want to think about all the things that they need. So he's having a fun time exploring. So he has all this space where he can move around, he can get his exercise, he can get his food. All right. Oh, Miss Nichols' class knew there was going to be a hamster in here. So do you know what? We actually have another kind of animal in these habitats too. And I think they're also hiding, but we have some mice in these habitats as well. So they get a similar setup, just like our hamster friend does. So we're gonna, oh, and then there you go, look at Pencil. He's having his morning drink. So he has a little water bottle. So he went over and he's getting some water. And do you know what my favorite cool fun fact about hamsters is they have huge cheek pouches. So they can stick food into their cheek pouches and then they can save it and go or take it somewhere else in their habitat and store it for later. So they can hide it and keep it for later. So they can put all that food in their cheeks and then go put it where they want it, maybe by their bed, so they can have a bedtime snack. So that would be pretty fun. So I think all my other mice friends seem to be hiding from us, but that's okay. So we're gonna go look at these two best buddies. Oh my gosh, how cute is this, friends? So these two, does anyone know what kind of animal this is? Has two words in their name. So this is a guinea pig. This is, and what we call at the shelter when they live with another buddy or a friend, they're called a bonded pair. So these two will get adopted together because we don't want to separate them. That would be like splitting up you from your family or brother or sister or best buddy. And that would make you feel sad. So these two, as you can see, feel really happy when they're together, right? They're snuggling, they're spending time together, they're sharing their veggies. Look at all those fresh veggies they get. They're getting lettuce, and then they have cilantro, if you can see that, and some bell peppers. Oh, that was a big yawn. And then some orange slices. So our guinea pig friends need to eat some orange slices or bell peppers every day to get this kind of vitamin. Does anybody out there know what kind of vitamin we get from like our orange juice or what our guinea pig friends might get from their orange slices? Does anybody know what special vitamin you get from that? We get vitamin C from our orange slices. Oh, right there. So I beat you to it, but we get vitamin C from our orange slices. And that is what really, really important for our guinea pigs. So when you get a new pet, you always want to do your research so you can learn about everything that they need, how much space they need, how long they're going to live, how much room they need, what toys, what treats, what food, all of that's really, really important. So you can see I've come over here to our rabbit habitats. And you can see too, they have a lot of space, just like our hamsters and our mice had over there, right? So you can see that our rabbits, they have that same crate or hide house like our guinea pigs were in. They have their food and water bowls. They have lots of space here where you can see toys, lots of space to lay around and hang out. They eat hay. Oh, got a little itch. And then what's really cool about rabbits is they can be litter box trained, just like a cat. So they'll go potty in the litter box. Do you know what I see? Look at this. This is Lily, and she's decided to go hang out under her blanket, and she's kind of rearranging. And I love that Graham Cracker here has done the same thing. So they're looking really comfy. Okay, Lily is being so silly under her blanket, and she's trying to decide what she wants to do with it. But we have here's Maxie, but I love to show you all of this space that these rabbits have so they can hop around. They can go into their crates if they want to feel safe and hide. Or look at this guy right here. This is Velveteen. Have you ever read the book Velveteen Rabbit? So Velveteen is right on top of his crate so they can hop up there and explore and look at Velveteen. He has a big old habitat. And he says, I love it. And then look at these. These are a little different. So what I love is every habitat is set up for exactly what our animal friends need, right? So here we have some guinea pig friends again. I don't know if you can notice the one under the blanket, and then there's the one in the crate. Oh, and she's grooming right now. She said, oh my gosh, Miss Stacy, you didn't tell me I was going to be on camera for all these students. So she's getting all cleaned up and she's washing her face, she's licking her paws, cleaning behind her ears so she can look really good for you. This is Cookie and Cream. What a cute little duo. So Cookie and Cream are another one of our bonded pairs. Oh, this one says, excuse me, I want some attention too. So our bonded pairs who are going to be adopted together like best buddies. And it's always really nice for our small pets to have a friend because they enjoy spending time with them, right? While you're at school or your parents at work, it gives them some comfort, right? And some companionship, just like you have fun when you get to hang out with your friends. And you can see they have all these hiding spots, lots of hay to eat. So everything that they need while they're here at the shelter. This little guy is Nemo. Hello, Nemo. Whoop. And Nemo says, I'm going to go hide. So I don't know if you've ever heard of a prey animal, but a prey animal is an animal that has a predator. So our small pets are prey animals, which means that they're always a little nervous. So sometimes that's why we give them these crates to hide in and places to feel safe. And this is one of our wonderful volunteers, Donnie. Say hi, Donnie. And and we love our volunteers. Volunteers are people who help. Sometimes your parents might volunteer in the classroom to help you. And we have people who come volunteer and help our animals. And I love showing you this. Look how cool this is. So you can see how big it is because Donnie's just over there in the corner. And look at all this space. So just like you would take your dog for a walk, oh my gosh, can you see this? He's looking at himself in the mirror. That's pretty darn cute. So just like you would take your dog for a walk, we need to make sure our small pets get their exercise time too. So the rabbits and the guinea pigs get to come out. She's made this big safe playpen for them. So they have a big fence and then they get to come out here and have space to move around. Look at all these veggies. They have tunnels to go through, houses to explore. So you can see it's kind of like recess time for our rabbit right now, which is really cool. So we love our volunteers who come. And this is something, if you have a small pet, you'd want to do the same thing for them, right? Do you notice how this guy is hopping around and rubbing his chin on everything? Do you see that? So this little guy, what's this guy's name? Delilah. This is Delilah. And you can see Delilah is rubbing her chin on everything. And that is because that's where a rabbit has all of their scent glands. So when she's doing that, she's rubbing on everything. She's making it smell like her. And she's also saying, this is my crate. This is my house. This was my tunnel. So she's kind of saying, mine, mine, mine. Oh, now this is my litter box. So she's putting her scent on everything. Just like when a cat kind of rubs up against your leg, they're putting their scent on you. So she's doing this. So the next time another rabbit comes in, they're going to say, oh, it smells like Delilah in here. And then they're going to rub their chin all over everything and say, nope, it's going to smell like me. She's even rubbing on the veggie bowl. My goodness, Delilah. So yes, and you saw one time she stood up on her back leg. So she's having a lot of fun exploring, just like you have a lot of fun at recess. So, oh, guys, so we have some cool stuff in here. So we have, in our small pets, we also have areas for birds. We don't have any birds right now, but we also have a reptile room. And just like our other habitats are set up, just like for everything they need. You can see we have heat lamps, so it can feel really warm for them. So again, we have to learn what our pets need. Look at this. Can you guys see? What is that? Does anyone have a guess as to what kind of snake this is? Look at it. So you see his head over there, and then look all the way over here. So he looks like he's about maybe 3 feet to me. And so does anyone have a guess as to what kind of snake this is? So you can see his little tongue is coming out. So he's trying to kind of get a feel for the area. Let's see if I can get a better view of him. So this is a ball python. So this is a snake that is available for adoption or looking for a home. So you can see that he is having a fun time exploring. And again, we have the water bowl, we have some caves for him to go in and hide and explore, and some little plants. So that's all really important. And then back there, I don't know if you can tell what that is, but that's a thermometer on the wall. So that's going to tell us the temperature, because he would naturally live in a really warm place. And so we want to keep it warm for him like that. And my friends, if you say, oh my gosh, how cool, I want a snake, or oh my gosh, how cool, I want a look at Delilah. Delilah, she says, I'm going to go for my own adventure. And she is certainly doing that. So she decided to make her recess area even bigger. But we know that all the doors are closed. I won't make Donnie do this on camera because they can make us look silly. But we know all the doors are closed and that she is not going to escape. So I'm going to make sure she is not following me out here. She's going to go check out her mice and hamster friends instead. But look, she is having fun time. Just like sometimes, do you ever ask your dog to come to you or do something and they say, I don't think so. So if you are looking for any kind of pet, like I was saying, you always want to do your research, because you want to make sure that you're going to be able to care for them and you know everything they need. Because remember, we talked about, oh my gosh, guinea pigs need orange slices, hamsters need lots of bedding. So you want to make sure you learn all that before you get a pet, so that you can make sure you're giving them what they need. This hallway is our cat adoptions area. You saw that with the meow meow. So this is a pretty cool area. This is our cat aquarium. So it's just a big room that we made look like under the ocean. I don't know if you can tell all these fun things, the fish and all these fun places. And it's hard to see, but there's a kitty cat right. Let me see if we can put right there at the top of that. I can't zoom in. Right there on the top of that bed, there's a kitty cat in there. And so this is where this cat gets to wait while they're waiting for a family. So this is like a giant cat playground, if you can see that. And then we have all these cat rooms. So just like our guinea pigs and other small pets needed certain things, we have a litter box for them. We have a hiding house. If you can see, we put blankets so that they feel comfortable. They have little window seats so they can look outside. Cats are going to need a scratching post, right, for their nails. So we do all of that. It looks like all of my cat friends are hiding and napping. So they're having their morning nap, it looks like. So let's see if we can find anybody who wants to say hello to us. We'll find someone in one of the cat rooms. What I love about our cat rooms here is, I'm going to show you. Do you notice that little window right there? It's hard to see sometimes with the reflection. That little window, during the daytime, we keep it open, and then it leads right out here to our outdoor patios. And we don't call them patios, we call them catios, because we are very clever around here. So you can see that little window is open. So during the daytime, the cats who have those rooms can come inside and outside as they please. And they have all these little benches to lay on. We put some cat toys out here and cat furniture for them to climb. So they have can come out here and enjoy some fresh air and the sunshine. So it's a really nice choice for them, so they can decide when they want to do that. And here we have another one of our amazing volunteers. And she is, let's see if we can see some kitties in here. She is spending time, oh, there you go. She's spending time petting one of our cats. And this is just like you would spend time with your cats at home, right? Or your pets. So you spend time with them maybe reading to them, maybe giving belly rubs, playing with toys with them. And we do the same thing here because our pets love that, right? So they love our attention and just hanging out with us. And then here is where we have our kittens. So right now, hello, you're a big kitten. It is what we call kitten season. So our shelter is full of kittens from about April to November. So this is when we have a lot of kittens up for adoption. This is Salem. Hello, Salem. We have Clara right here. So we have lots of kittens up for adoption. This is one of our amazing animal caregivers. So remember, we were talking about, hello, we were talking about, the part of the responsibility of cleaning up the cages and making sure they have food and water. Well, that's what our animal caregivers here do for all of our pets, just like you would do at home. So what's really cool is you can see that little hole right there. So the cats get to go both sides. So we have kind of their bathroom and litter box over here and some toys. And then we have their bed and comfy place and food and water. So all of these, oh my gosh, this guy said, I don't need a bed because I'm just going to sleep in my litter box. Thank you very much. So we have two kitties in here. You can see one kind of isn't facing us, but has that cone around his head. So sometimes after an animal has had surgery, or maybe if they have an owie that we don't want them to lick or bite, we'll put those cones on them so that they can't bother their stitches or anything like that. Oh my goodness, we don't have many kittens here, but you can see we're doing cleaning. So every time and one animal moves out, we clean everything, all the blankets, all the bedding, all the bowls, all the toys, everything before the next animal moves in so that they can stay really healthy and we don't spread germs. So we'll see if we can find maybe some cats in here will be more confident and want to say hello to us. So we have some more cats in here. It looks like it's nap time for all of our cats, doesn't it? That's sure what it seems like. So I don't see anybody. Everybody's taking a nap this morning, but that's okay. If you ever, I know a lot of people sometimes say, do you have this kind of cat? Or do you have this kind of dog? Or this, do you have a hamster? Do you have an iguana? So if you go to our website, and your teachers can share that with you, and Miss Laura can write it into the chat, is you can go and see all the different kinds of animals that we have available for adoption. You can see all of them because right now we have 1,600 animals in our shelters. That's a lot. So we have some of those animals are in foster homes. Some of those animals are at our other shelters. We have shelters in Escondido, Oceanside, and El Cajon. Hi, buddy. So we have animals in 4 different shelters. We have animals in foster homes. So they're not all these aren't all the animals that we have, the ones I'm showing you. They're just the ones hanging out here. So now I'm going to show you some of our doggy friends. And you can see that every dog has their own habitat and every dog has their own digital screen. Oh my gosh, this doggy is named Raisin Bran. What a great way to start your day with this Raisin Bran. So you'll see that every doggy has their own bed. Hi, this is Grit. Their own toys. Oh, he's wagging his tail saying hello to us. So if you wanted to come here, oh, it went away. If your family came here to choose a pet to look at for adoption, this is going to tell you all sorts of things about them. It's going to tell you how old they are. It's going to tell you if they're a boy or a girl. So here's one of those cones I was talking about. So Milo is wearing a cone, and he only has to wear that till maybe his stitches heal. And so until that goes away, he doesn't always have to wear that. But when you come here, hi, we're going to be telling you're going to find out their age, whether they're a boy or a girl, how old they are, maybe how they got here, if they came here as a stray animal, maybe they were lost, or maybe their family brought them here. Or we also have police officers for animals. Well, hello, this one's just been waiting for us. This is Jackie. Sometimes we have officers who go out into our community and an animal needs help and they can bring them here and we will help them. Oh my gosh, this is Tilly. I want you guys to think about in your head how much you weigh, and you can keep it in your head. Tilly here weighs 100 and She is a big girl. So again, you can see we have small dogs, we have big dogs. You saw that we have kittens, and then we have older cats. We didn't see the older cats because they were all napping. But yeah, we have all different sizes, all different ages. And what's really, really important is to think about what's going to be a good fit for your family. So this is Bolt, and he's 5 years old. And that's a great age because he says, oh, I am already house trained. I know where to go potty. I'm not going to chew on your things. I don't need as long a walks or training as a little puppy. So you always, always want to think about what's going to be a good fit for your family. This is Corvette. Corvette is always, always here, waiting and looking at people. Look at those cute ears. So we have dogs who come here, and then I'm going to show you. Oh, hello. Surprise. I was not expecting another friend to pop up. So this is Louie and Clark. So you can see that just like our other animal friends, while they're here, they get their toys, they get their space, and I'm going to show you. And everybody's taking naps this morning, right? And I don't know if you can hear very well, but there's not a lot of barking. Can you hear how quiet it is? So all these dogs, this is really nice. They get a nice quiet place to sleep and to rest while they're waiting for their new family. So when someone comes here to choose a pet to adopt or take home to be part of their family, hello, cutie, this is Eldon, you're going to meet with a person called an adoption counselor. An adoption counselor, you have a school counselor who you go talk to. An adoption counselor is someone who's going to help you to choose the right pet for your family. Okay, because we want to think about like sometimes people live in an apartment and the dog really needs a yard. And then sometimes dogs don't need a yard and they'd be really happy in an apartment. So you just want to talk to our adoption counselors, and you want to pick the animal that's going to be the best fit for your family. And remember, we talked about, oh, hi, friend, doing all that research and learning about the pet and what they need. Hi. So, hi, I see you. So, this is like, remember how the rabbit was out? So, such a happy doggy. Remember how the rabbit was out getting exercise? In the little playpen. That's just what happened. So the doggy just got to go out for a walk and get to have their exercise. So I'm going to show you, just like you get to go to the playground when it's recess time, we have some playgrounds here or play yards for our doggies to get recess time. So I bet that's where that doggy just came from. That's why they were so happy. So you can see here, just like your playground, there's stuff to play with, there's toys. On hot days, they can get into that pool and cool off. So this is a chance for them to run around, just like Delilah the rabbit was doing, and get some exercise, get some energy out. And just like you need to do that every day for your bodies so that then you can go sit in your desk and be ready to learn, our doggies, our animals, all of them need that too. They need exercise, or your cat needs to play with toys. All that stuff is really, really important to keeping them happy and healthy. And we have some more friends here. So I know we are at the last couple minutes. Did we get any questions that anybody has about what they saw, or maybe something that they wanted to learn that I didn't touch on? And we're going to be having this every month. So I'm hoping your classes will come join us every month so you can learn about different things around our shelter. We're going to meet a veterinarian one year. Oh my gosh, friends, look at this puppy. Look at this little puppy. I said, yes, hi. So you can see, again, we have all different ages and sizes. So at the animal shelter, and if we don't have the perfect pet for you right now, we get animals in every day. Like I said, we have over 1,600 right now. Oh, he's talking. You're saying hello. So if you don't have any questions, that's okay. So we'll finish up our dog tour right here. And like I said, we're going to be meeting a veterinarian. We're going to be spending more time with our individual pets, so you get to see them. But I want to show you one more thing before we end. Oh, hello. This is Rain Cloud. Rain Cloud, I think you're beautiful. I want to show you that an animal shelter isn't just for pets who don't have a home, but it's also to help people who already have their pets. So we actually have a veterinarian here who your family can make an appointment with and it costs less than going to a regular vet. We have a shelter vet. Look at all these puppies, people. And we also, here at our shelter in San Diego, have a Petco. We're closed today on Mondays, but every other day of the week we are open. So if you want to come visit our animals, you can come any day but a Monday. And then I want to show you, again, every other day this building is open, but we have what's called a community pet pantry. So if you need food for your pet or your dog or cat, you can come to our pet pantry and that's available for you. So your parents can come here and we have, you can see there's some dog food. Oh, here's some cat food, a bag of cat food. Oh, not in there right now, but there's litter when we're open. So they just haven't stocked it.
Oh, no.
But this is where you could come to get food for your pet. This is where we do low-cost shots and microchips. We'll learn about microchips. And then we have, remember, if you
It's
ever
a
find a
little
lost
device
pet,
that they scan
or
your dog if your dog gets lost.
yes, so we'll
It has your
talk about
information. It
microchips
says that
in
that
person
dog
too.
belongs to you and the address.
And then if you lose a pet or find,
Yep.
you can come here to see if we have them. Or if you find a pet, you can bring them here so that they can be safe and hopefully find their family. So,
And
do we have
Stacy,
any questions, Ms. Laura?
I unmuted one participant that had a question,
Okay.
so
Oh,
we'll
great.
have them just ask it live.
All right, I'm ready for that question. Did you have a
You're muted.
question?
Ms. Rossi, did you have a question?
We'd like to know how many dogs are in the shelter currently?
Oh, that's a great question. So right now, I think we have about 650 dogs. So like I said, you're not seeing all of them here at the shelter because we have one in Escondido, Oceanside, El Cajon, and then we also have people, animals in foster homes. So, but we have about over 600 dogs and we have over 800 cats and kittens. And I think we have over 100 small pets. So lots and lots of animals. That's a great question.
Thank you.
Anybody else? And look at all of these are some of those animals, whoops, waiting for a family. So it's a great place to come when you are looking to get a pet for your family. Remember Corvette, who is waiting for us? There he is. So yeah, lots and lots of different kinds of animals all ready to meet their new families. Any other questions?
I want to remind everyone too that this is recorded, so we'll have it up on our website for you to share with other teachers or families. And then along with that, we have some worksheets that are available for free download if you'd like to do some adoption focused activities with your students after our lesson.
Perfect, thank you, yes. Oh my gosh, here's one of those little mice that we didn't get to see because they were hiding from us. But thank you everybody for joining us today, and I hope to see you in November and after. And we have lots of stuff to learn and lots of stuff to explore. So thank you for learning about the animal shelter, and I hope to see you again next month. Bye everyone.